Hello, everyone. My name is Sam Goldberg. Welcome to the casting call. We have a very special guest for our first show. This is a man I had a pleasure of working with alongside for all of our high school theater days. He just made his big screen debut in the number one streaming movie on Netflix, playing Kayvan Kushani in Incoming. Please give a big welcome to Kayvan Shai. Welcome, Kayvan.
Hey guys,
Yes.
thanks for having me.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
man. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny that yeah, we were in high school theater together.
yeah, absolutely nuts. It's been quite a
I
while.
directed you, right?
You did direct me in a couple things. I think you co-directed with Weston, if I don't remember wrong, for The Tempest. I think that was the thing we did together.
Man, that's funny.
That's so
It was our senior year, so I don't think I was a very good director, but
nuts. I don't. It was my freshman year, so I don't think I was a very good actor. So you're on the same boat. So, yeah, let's get started right away. Don't want to take too much of your time. So my first
cool.
question is, most actors get their start in sort of like smaller, lower production budgets. So what does it mean for you to debut in a high budget Netflix film with really big stars such as Bobby Cannavale and Thomas Barbuska?
Um, I mean, I did my fair share of the, student films and stuff like that. I did a lot of plays, and so that really, I think, helped me to have what it required. But it was a long audition process. We had like 6 months, and I think um, being in that environment with professionals I mean, the writer and director, Dave and John Chernin, they were phenomenal, and they
Yeah.
really knew what they wanted. And it was, this raunchy comedy that just really like brought light to I think in a part of the comedy genre that hasn't been seen in a long
Yeah.
time. So it was really nice to have
Mhm.
that experience, especially with people who Rick is a very good DP, and so he just really got the look down, I think. And so it was an awesome experience, really.
Yeah,
I had so much fun doing it.
it was really nice to see those like classic high school tropes being played out. I feel like we get a lot of
Right?
like melodrama now in a bunch of our comedies, and so it was really nice seeing those like classic high school
Yeah,
tropes come back up. Speaking of
for
high
sure.
school, yeah, speaking of high school, we came up together in the high school theater scene. So how did those kind of like experiences jumpstart your love for acting and kind of, I guess, push you towards this career path?
Well, I saw a production of Evil Dead when I
Mm.
was a freshman, and I had a choice of making the varsity water polo team or going to do theater. And I remember going like, I don't really know, like I can do theater professionally later on. And I mean, I just didn't think about it. And someone showed me this, someone brought me to the play, and I saw the play, and I was like, man, like I'd be stupid if I
Yeah.
didn't do this and take this opportunity. And so after that, I told my counselor I want to do theater instead. I got a lot of crap for it, but then, you know, I think I made the right decision because it just really fueled this desire I had to tell
Mm.
stories and be this wacky guy. I had
Yeah.
so much energy, and yeah, after that, I went to college, and I had this kind of similar experience where I didn't really want to do theater because I was like, I'm just going to do it professionally, and then I had to take an acting class as an elective, and Shaheen Vaz, who taught at Pierce College,
Mm.
kind of hooked me, and I ended up doing 3.5 years, I think, over there,
Yeah.
and that was a lot of fun. And after that, I started a professional acting class at Playhouse West in North Hollywood,
Yeah.
which that really put me on track, I think, um, to really become a serious actor.
Yeah,
So
I think that's a
yeah,
great a great point where I think a lot of times nowadays people kind of discredit community college for what it can do for people, especially if they're not like specifically sure what they want to do. So how like this is like how did you going to community college, how do you think that can help a lot of people nowadays? Because I feel like a lot of people write it off, and I feel like you said that's kind of where you found your love for theater again. So how how integral was like community college, and could you recommend it to other people?
absolutely. I mean, you're not going to be able to perform in a theater like that ever, unless you are at a community college or somewhere like that, unless you're paying like thousands of dollars in renting it for the rehearsals and then finally for the performances. You're not going to get the resources that you have at a theater like that. Um, I mean, Pierce College had so much to offer me in terms of like we had specific lighting people, we had specific, um, stage managers and stuff like that. You really have a lot of resources at your disposal
Mm.
over there,
Yeah.
and especially if you have a good director who picks up good material and is serious about what they're doing, you're going to get a very good experience at a community
Yeah.
college if you take it seriously. I think
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing too. I think
Agreed.
you
Agreed.
are kind of the biggest, you're the pilot, right, of your own career. So if you don't utilize what you have and utilize your resources, then you probably will just cruise by and not really think much of it. And I think if you take it seriously and do the best that you can, you will benefit a lot from being in
Mm.
a community college, especially what I think at that time it was $43 a unit or something, and it's like
Wow.
3 units. So it's like $120
Mm.
to be, I think this is like $120 to be there for like 4 months. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
if you're
yeah.
not, if you really want to get into something like that and just try it and see if you like it, why wouldn't you just spend $120
Yeah.
and a little bit of your time to go actually try it,
Yeah, we're
Um,
gonna we're gonna move on to our next question. I feel like this is probably like I feel like this might be the most important one for me, in my opinion, where you play a character in the movie with a very similar name. I looked at the credits and I was like, no, this can't be right. But you play the character Kayvan in the movie.
yeah.
So what does it mean for you to be playing kind of this Middle Eastern character that, while it does push forth like older brother, hateful older brother stereotypes, it doesn't push forth harmful stereotypes about Middle Eastern people. So what does it mean for you to have this representation without the negatives that come with it?
Honestly, man, it's funny because like I don't even see it as like he's not really written like a Middle Eastern
Yeah,
guy, right? It's just
exactly.
written like a guy,
Yeah.
and I love that. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I really would have disliked if they added a bunch of like little inside jokes
Mm-hmm.
about like the culture and stuff. Like it's just like I just felt like it was a real person, so it was really cool
Yeah.
because I mean those guys are really cool. They're very down to earth. They just like, hey, this is just a guy. He happens to be Middle Eastern. Like
Yeah.
he's the Persian throwing a party in Encino. Like, of
Yeah.
course, like
Very,
it's a
very,
stereotype, but
very
it's like
stereotypical
I love that.
Encino
Like, I
boy.
mean, like, but you see, like we all know that stereotype, and it's like
Yeah.
I personally I don't mind it. I think it's hilarious, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, he didn't have to be Middle Eastern, but that's what he was, and
Yeah.
it's just, and so it's really nice to see that. But yeah, I think you're seeing more and more of that nowadays.
Fully
So
agree.
it's cool. It's really
Yeah.
great.
Amazing. Yeah. So I guess my last question is, what are your kind of plans moving forward? Is there anywhere else where our viewers or anyone who watches this can see you in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of things coming out, and I have to keep you updated about when those are coming because right now we're in the process of
Yeah.
getting it distributed. And I currently do have two plays going on at Playhouse West in North Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and one of those is I and You by Lauren Gunderson. It's a phenomenal play. It's just two people. That one is really, really great, and that's going to be happening October 12th at 7 p.m.
Amazing.
And then I have another one the same day. We're doing
Whoa.
double, right? A matinee on October 12th of Boy's Life by Howard Corder, and that one is going to be. It's a. If you're just looking for a fun time, I know a lot of your viewers might be in San Francisco
Yeah.
or whatever, but yeah, it's if you're in LA, come on by. It's a lot of fun. So
Amazing.
yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming in.
my
Uh,
pleasure, man.
yeah, of course. I really couldn't think of a better person to be my inaugural guest. Really trying to get some incoming people to fame to try and be on this show. So thank you so much. It was awesome catching up with you.
Yeah, man, it's great to hear from you. Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, man.